This is the first episode and I'm so happy, so excited. In this our show, I'm going to talk about my journey and also all the things I did to scale up my business and my personal life. The main agenda behind starting the RR show is to give you guys insight into what are my thought process and what are all the things I did to become the person I am today. Guys, it makes me feel so happy that I'm going to contribute to the life of so many people, and definitely a lot of learnings will be there from this RR show. Well friends, a lot of people ask me, Rajesh, do you believe in miracles? क्या लाइफ में मिराकल होते हैं? So, जब भी कोई मुझे सवाल पूछता है, मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि मैं खुद एक बहुत बड़ा मिराकल हूँ. I started my journey from the slums of Mumbai and few years back wrote a book, 21 Habits, which made me a millionaire. So, is this not a miracle? For 28 years of my life, which includes my school, college, and 7 years of job, 7 years of working into various multinational companies, total equaling to 28 years, I never spoke on a stage. And then for the last 17 years, I'm speaking to people on the stage, and people tell me, Rajesh, you are a great speaker. So is this not a miracle that a guy, for 28 years of his life, he never stood on the stage and spoke, and now he speaks in front of thousands of people. So guys, there are lots and lots of miracles which has happened in my life, and for all those of you guys जिसको लगता है कि जिंदगी में miracle होते हैं कि नहीं, so my RR show is dedicated to all of you guys. Yes, miracles do happen in life. I'm a great example, and very soon you guys will also be great examples. And when we meet together, you can say, yes, Rajesh, miracles do happen. My journey started in the slums of Mumbai, and I lived with my 3 sisters. I was born and brought up in the slums of Mumbai, and we had a family of 6 people, my parents and my 3 sisters and me. Life was quite difficult, and initially if you ask me, I never thought that I would do something big in life. Life was very simple for us. It was basically 3 times food, going to school, and living a very content life. In fact, when we were living in the slums, we were thinking that we are living in a chawl, and finally one day, a friend of mine who came to my house when I was in the 8th standard, he told me, Rajesh, you say you live in a chawl, but I'm sorry to say you're living in a slum. So that is how, guys, we are programmed. Whatever we listen and see regularly, we start thinking this is true. So I thought I was living in a chawl, but actually it was a slum. And today I teach people how to build self-esteem in their life. There was a point in life जहाँ पे self-esteem हमारी जो होती थी उसकी पूरी धज्जियाँ उड़ जाती थी. I still remember for 3-4 years of my life, when I must be 7 years, I remember standing in a queue at 3:30, and a van used to come and they used to distribute biscuits to us. Since we were 4 in the family, 3 sisters and me, we used to get 4 biscuits. So for continuously 3 years, I was standing in the line and just waiting for this bus to come. It was not actually a bus, but you can say a tempo in which they used to give biscuits to the poor children. So imagine how do you feel when you're standing in the queue. So self-esteem was totally low, and the thought process was, अगर हम survive कर लेंगे तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अगर हमने एक 1 room kitchen flat ले लिया तो हम सोचेंगे हम लाइफ में बहुत successful हैं. That was the thought process. And then we started a journey, and with God's grace and the grace of all of you guys who have been into my programs, today I own multiple properties in Mumbai, and I do also trade in the stock market, and apart from that run a successful company known as Rajesh Ramola training system. And today we are among the top 3 life coaching organizations in India, and we operate in 15 cities of India. So guys, life has been really wonderful, and the experience which I have, I want to share with you. And the main idea behind starting the RR show is also to make you realize that if I can do this, आप डेफिनेटली कर सकते हो और मुझसे अच्छा कर सकते हो. सो ये शो के जरिए मैं आपको होप देना चाहता हूँ, होप दैट यस, कितने भी डिफिकल्टी लाइफ में आए हम उसको पार कर सकते हैं और सफल हो सकते हैं और डेफिनेटली अपने गोल को अचीव कर सकते हैं. एंड वी ऑल कैन हैव अ लाइफ which we all always dreamt about. This is my idea when starting the RR show. I completed my graduation from Mumbai University and after that started working, and after a couple of years of working into the multinational organizations, I also did post-graduation in marketing from the Mumbai University. I thought getting more degrees equal to better job, and after 7 years of working into multinational corporations into the marketing department, I realized that I used to like marketing, but it was not coming from inside. The passion was not there, and I need to do something different which would make me feel wonderful. And in my this few 7 years of marketing experience, I used to coach people one-on-one as to how to do sales, and then I realized that these people were getting great impact after my coaching. So I realized that why not I come into a field wherein I coach people. So when I started realizing that I can definitely coach people and they definitely change after the coaching, I used to think of starting my own training company. So the year was 2000. I started thinking for the first time in the year 2000 that I need to start my training company. But then friends, my background did not support me. My parents, both the parents, in fact they never went to schools and colleges, and I belong to Uttarakhand and we are from the North India, where basically people are not entrepreneurs. So if you know people who are from Uttarakhand, most of these people who are very intelligent, they are with the army, and the people who are semi-intelligent, you can say they are into the housekeeping departments of various hotels all across our country. And the people who are less intelligent, you may find them working as a security guard. But somewhere that entrepreneur seed is not there in most of us people. So 2001, again I thought of doing something on my own, but then the atmosphere did not support me. I spoke to a lot of people, they say, Rajesh, you're having a good job. Even my father said, Rajesh, you're having a good job and you are almost making 25,000 rupees. That was a big amount for us at that time in the year 2001. My father in fact told me that at the age of 60 when he retired, he was making only 6,500 per month. And just after 7 years of working into a job, I was making 25,000 rupees. So he said, Rajesh, you are going in the right track and 25,000 is a decent amount to run your family comfortably. But the seed of the entrepreneurship was getting deeper and deeper, and now वो एक पौधा बनके बाहर आना चाह रहा था. And I started reading a lot of books. Friends, through my RR show, I would like to tell you that whatever problem you have in life, that is there in the book. So if you can become an avid reader like me, like personally I read minimum 2 hours every day. All the problems that you have, they are in the books. And definitely books helps us in enlightening, becoming more wise, and it changes the entire thought process and definitely leads to a wonderful life. So yes, one thing I want to tell you from this show is that you need to start reading books regularly, and readers become leaders. So I started reading a lot of books, and I realized that entrepreneurship was never in the blood. It was all in the thought process. And then by 2001, there was a recession. I was in fact in the IT industry, in fact exactly into the .com, where the .com burst happened in the year 2001. And for the first time, I became very serious. I got married in the year 2001, October, and that was the same time the dot-com burst happened, and the problems in the job industry became bigger and bigger, to an extent that my boss told us, all the people in the organization, that now you have to work with 50% of the pay what you were getting. So I calculated 25,000 per month I was getting, and if it becomes 50%, then I get 12,500. So here the dot-com burst, I would like to say, was a blessing in disguise, my dear friends. And whenever there is a big problem, I strongly feel there is an equal opportunity waiting for you outside if you can be very positive and see that problem from the positivity. So when my salary became 50%, that is 12,500, that is the time I decided, 2002, June 1st, finally I decided to quit my job. I gave a notice of 1 month, and July 1st, July in fact is my birthday month, July 1st, I started my own organization, and it was basically an institute for personality development programs, and I named it Personaliteez. Personaliteez, INC. INC is short form for incorporation. So even when I started my office from 9 by 9, small, maybe size of your kitchen, but still I had big vision. So I named my organization Personaliteez INC, because I see a lot of big organizations, Microsoft INC, Oracle INC. So basically I can say that yes, positive thinking was already there in me, and कुछ बड़ा करना है ऐसा दिमाग में मैंने सेट कर लिया था. तो 2002 July 1st we started with our institute for personality development, wherein we were teaching people skills like goal setting, time management, stress management, communication skills, public speaking, and all these things. After coming to business, in the first couple of months, things were very tough, because initially I used to do the enrollment, I used to teach the people, I would advise and support the people even after they completed the course with me, and then I realized that entrepreneurship was something different, and just teaching was something very different. So the first 2 years especially of my entrepreneurship journey, friends, was very tough, and every moment I thought I had taken a wrong decision and I should have not quit my job, because for the first 2 years making 10,000 per month profit was also very difficult, and a lot of months I used to do losses. And just remember friends, I had just got married in the year 2001 October, and also had taken a flat, and the EMI was coming. So times were very tough, times were very difficult. But then I would give a lot of credit to the books I was reading, in many of these books it was written that you only are defeated when you quit. I decided not to quit. So 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, my post-graduation in marketing helped me, because I understood from this course there is a PLC, product life cycle. So every product goes through ups and downs. So when a product is introduced, it zooms up because the response is there very high, and then after some time the product comes into the growth stage, more response comes, and a lot of competitors come, and the product goes into the maturity stage, because now you have a lot of competitors. And then finally the product goes into the decline stage. So that time you have to again make a new product or do some R&D. So my marketing, my post-graduation experience helped me, and after 1 year I can tell you of running this personal development courses, I started with the spoken English course. Then after 1 year, again I started with French classes, French courses, and then after 1 year handwriting courses, then after 1 year IELTS, then TOEFL. So basically business grew, and I was very happy finally. I can tell you after 4 years, I started making double money what I was making in my job, and that time I was convinced that we all should become entrepreneur, because a guy like me with zero experience into entrepreneurship, zero support into entrepreneurship, if I can do this, you all can do this definitely. So from 2006 onwards, I started telling people to become entrepreneurs, because though initially in the journey things थोड़े टफ होते हैं, लेकिन धीरे धीरे आप सीख जाते हो उसके निटी ग्रिटीज, एंड अगर आप बहुत गो गेटर हो, बहुत इंथुजियास्टिक हो और बहुत पॉजिटिव हो, तो ऑब्स्टिकल्स तो आते हैं, उसको आप डेफिनेटली दूर कर सकते हो. So I started promoting people to become entrepreneurs, and then gradually after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, I started having multiple branches. So I had, at one point of time in 2014, I had 7 branches in Mumbai, and I had a big interest in now taking bigger programs of 200 people, 300 people, 400 people. In my classes, in all my 7 branches, we used to have personality development courses which I was taking personally initially. So we had a crowd of 20 people, 25 people, maximum 30 people, and sometimes 35 people. तो बहुत मज़ा आता था, लेकिन I used to see people like Tony Robbins and Brian Tracy, all these wonderful people from whom I learned a lot of things. I used to see these people taking programs of 1,000 people and 2,000 people and 500 people. So the thought came into my mind, why not now something take a big leap? I also wanted to do programs at least for 200 people, 300 people, 500 people. So in 2014, we launched a new company by the name Rajesh Ramola Training System. And this organization, for this organization, we had big plans and we did a lot of branding. From the classroom setup, we started taking program into 5-star hotels and the best 5-star hotels of that particular city. So in 2014, we started in Mumbai itself, since it was the base, and in 2014, then after a few months, we went into Pune. So these programs were same which I was taking, but now the venue changed, because somewhere I understood from the various coaches जिसके साथ मैंने काम किया 2002 से लेके 2014 तक कि branding is very important, and if you really want to take your business to the next level, then you need to showcase people that you are successful, and your training should be into an environment where people are more comfortable. So that's why we selected 5-star hotels for conducting our programs, and we came up with the concept of inviting people free into our programs ताकि हम उनको बताएं हम क्या कर रहे हैं, और वो 5-6 घंटे हमारे प्रोग्राम्स में आने के बाद देन हम पिच करते थे कि ये जो आज हमने आपको बताया है ये एक शॉर्ट फॉर्मेट है, आप 3 दिन 4 दिन का कोर्स भी हमारे साथ कर सकते हैं. सो आफ्टर वी स्टार्टेड डूइंग ब्रांडिंग एंड प्रोग्राम्स इन अ बेटर सेटअप, and we used to show this preview seminar to the people who used to come, and we used to do filtration from the social media. Things started changing. The brand Rajesh Ramola started becoming bigger and bigger. So if you ask me, I have 2 eras in the last 17 years of my coaching experience. The first era is from 2002 to 2014, where I was a teacher. I was running classes. I had multiple classes. I told you 7 branches, but the vision was not big and the mentality was of a teacher. In 2014, when we started with the new company Rajesh Ramola Training System, we started thinking big. We started thinking great, and my wife Namrata, she supported me. In fact, after she came into my business in 2007, we started doing great business, and she was the main pioneer in 2014 when she said, Rajesh, enough is enough. Now you need to do something big. You always dreamt of doing big programs like Tony Robbins and Brian Tracy, all these people, Les Brown. Now your time has come. So when we started with this new company, everything changed. The vision changed, the business we wanted to do, the thought process of that changed, and the previous seminar which we were doing, wherein we were inviting people into this free seminars, into the star hotels, and every event used to cost us between 2 lakhs and 3 lakhs. So guys, the risk was big. And definitely the vision was big. We wanted to be amongst the top life coaching organizations in our country. And the seeds were sown in the year 2014 and 2015, 16, 17, 18, and now 2019. Friends, with the grace of God and wonderful people like you who have attended my program and people who are watching my video, we achieved our goal of becoming amongst the top 5 life coaching organization in our country. And now friends, we are operating in 15 cities of India, and in the last, you can say, 5 years, we have conducted more than 200 free seminars all across the 15 cities, and we are very happy to say that we are also, apart from this, doing now direct paid programs and also residential programs wherein we take people to Goa for a 3 days or 15 days residential program. So guys, the journey has been fabulous, and what I would tell you from 2014 to 2019, what I've learned is not taking risk can be the biggest risk of your life, friends. A guy like me who was born and brought up in the slums, when he got married, immediately he left his job and then he started his business. Again, a guy like me who struggled for 2-3 more years and then who's doing good now. And people come to my seminars and say, Rajesh, you are a great speaker, you are a fantastic speaker. Friends, sometimes still I find it very difficult to believe, because in my school, the teachers always told me, Rajesh, tu baat nahi kar sakta hai, aur ye tera bada problem hai, life mein tu kuch nahi karega. We pray to God that even if you can become an average guy, this will be great for you. So वहाँ से वो thought process से today I'm coaching the top management people like the CEOs, the vice president of various big multinational companies. They are my clients, जहाँ पे मैं उनको सिखा रहा हूँ कि लाइफ में आगे कैसे बढ़ना है. Is this not a miracle, friends? Am I not a miracle? So आज अगर एक person मेरी तरह जो बड़ा average है, average, I speak average Hindi, I speak average English, and if I can really motivate and coach people who are at a very senior level, if I can motivate people who are hardcore entrepreneurs and doing business for the last 30-40 years, a guy like me who never had any background of entrepreneurship, if a guy like me can do this, you can definitely do this, my dear friends. But the only difference why I came where I am right now is because I strongly feel that we all have to get into a continuous education program. So if you ask me what I want you to say in my upcoming programs also of the RR show is that, guys, just because you don't know how to do it, it doesn't mean it can't be done. जो तुमको नहीं पता है वो तुमको नहीं पता है, और अगर तुम नहीं कर सकते हो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उसको कोई नहीं कर सकता है. उसको डेफिनेटली कर सकते हैं, उसका एक तरीका है, वो तरीका आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा, और वो तरीका आपके पास नहीं है ये आपको एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि अगर आपके पास होता तो आप कर लेते. तो वी शुड नॉट फील शाई इन टेलिंग कि अरे यार मेरे को नहीं आता है, मैं कैसे किसी को पूछूं कि ये कैसे करना है, बिकॉज मैं पूछूंगा तो उसको लगेगा मुझे नहीं आता है. Friends, after coaching hundreds and thousands of people into my personal coaching programs, my train the trainer programs and my business coaching programs, every year I work with 2 coaches who guide me how to take my personal life and my business life to the next level. तो इसमें कोई शर्माने वाली बात नहीं है, जो हमको नहीं पता है वो हमको नहीं पता है. And because of all the coachings which I have taken, every year I feel that oh my God, a lot of changes are coming in me. Last year I was doing business in this pattern. उसके पहले मैं ऐसे कर रहा था. How shit? How can I do this? इतना बुरा मैं कर रहा था. If I watch my videos 10 years back, 12 years back, I feel oh my God, today I speak better. So guys, when you invest in yourself, every year, every month, every day, you become a better version of yourself. And definitely these improvements will take you towards your goals. Today, I will tell you that I'm working in my passion and I'm so happy. And when I started my business, that time I was 28 years, and I said that if I have X amount, X crore rupees, if I have my net worth, then I will quit. I will retire. Because when I was working and doing job, after some time I was fed up. And then I was reading book by Robert Kiyosaki, Retire Rich, Retire Young. And then I realized that, oh my God, I'm not happy with my job. I have to retire the soon, and I should retire the earliest I can. In fact, 7 years in my corporate job experience, I saw every person, every second person talking about यार काम में मज़ा नहीं आ रहा है, जितना जल्दी हो सके retire हो जाना है. So I set a target for me when I started my business that when I have X amount in as my net worth, then I will retire. And friends, with God's grace, I achieved my target in the next 10 years. And a lot of my friends still tell me that Rajesh, you told that by the time you are 38 years to 40 years, you will be retiring. And friends, I've crossed that age long back, and today I see no sign of mine retiring, because in the job I was thinking of retiring soon as I can. But in my business, if you ask me personally, I'm in my passion, and I don't think I'll retire anytime soon, and I'll go on for the next 60s, 70s, and 80 years of my life. That is what is working in my passion. So through my RR show, I will also be telling you how you guys can find your passion and why you need to work in your passion. And apart from the mentorings which I have taken from various coaches, and the second reason which really helped me to scale up my business and my personal life was working in my passion. So everyone who is watching this video, you may be 30 years of age or 40 years of age or 50 years of age or even 60 years of age. If you have still not found your passion, you have not found your purpose. And if you have not found your purpose, you will be very uncomfortable and you'll feel that life was a waste, and you will not be happy with your life, in fact. So finding your purpose and your passion, my dear friends, is very, very important. I'm very lucky that within just 7 years of working, I found my passion. And in the last 7 years, working in my passion gives me a kick. So guys, working in your passion is a short formula for becoming successful and to live a wonderful life, which can be a great example for the other people. And if you really want to enjoy your life, then you need to definitely work in your passion. That is what I would like to advise you from my first episode of the RR show. Now friends, why I'm doing the RR show? I already have more than 140 videos currently in YouTube and various other platforms of the social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. The main reason why I'm doing RR show is I want to give you total detailed information of all the knowledge which I have got in the last 17 years of my entrepreneurial journey and personal journey, and a lot of things which I've learned from my various coaches and mentors, and which has really helped me to take my personal and the business life to the next level. So if you ask me what is success for you, Rajesh, so success for me means getting up in the morning and sleeping at night, and in between doing things which I love. So through this RR show, I want to give you detailed information of each topics which I have in-depth knowledge. So the RR show duration will be for minimum 20 to 30 minutes and maybe slightly more than that. And in my past videos where 90% of the videos in the past were between the duration of 3 to 5 minutes. And yeah, there are 8 to 10 videos of 20 minutes and above. But in this RR show, we are going to talk about in-depth knowledge of each topics which I have in-depth knowledge. So there will be various shows which will talk about your mind power, which will talk about how to start your business, how to scale up your business to the next level, how to hire people, how to improve your productivity, how to have peak performance. Here we'll talk about relationship, we'll talk about communication skills, we'll talk about leadership skills, we'll talk about some sort of investment, where do we need to invest. So a lot of things I'm going to cover in this RR show, and you guys can also mention in the comment section as to what topics you want me to cover in this show, and I'll assure you that we are going to talk about the topics in which you are very interested, and do forward the episodes of my show to all the people whom you feel can definitely benefit from my show. And friends, this is going to be a weekly show, and the duration, as I told you, will be at least 20 to 30 minutes, and in that knowledge of each topic I'm going to cover over here, friends. So get excited. And now why I'm putting it into the video format, friends, because if you see off late, people are using more of the videos compared to the text and images, and you know, videos are the best thing by which we can teach people and convey our message very easily. And all the social platforms will be putting our show and trying to bring a great change in you guys. So as I told you again, my entire journey and all the knowledge I'm going to put into this show, and the agenda is to give you in-depth knowledge and to have a life of your dream where you can achieve all the things you want in your life. So guys, see you in the next episode of the RR show, and do spread your love in the comments, and do share this video with like-minded people who really want to take the business to the next level and the personal life to the next level. See you in the next episode.